everyone, thanks for coming back for another figure opening video today. First of all, thank you all so much for your comments on that giveaway video. It seems like most of you really wanted to see this costumes, was it a Cafe Maid version figure? So I thought, well, let's skip ahead a little bit. We have filmed a few others, but let's get this one open today. So let's kick things off and take a look at the box. So as we can see, we have a Hatsune Miku logo here up in the top right corner. And that's basically it for logos, honestly. We have our Miku figure here on the right, and there's a nice full kind of outline there. That looks super, super cool, and I'm very, very excited to open this. We can also see we have the art in the background. The artist for this is Hami, and we'll see the name at the bottom, but please do check somewhere down below so you can check out their art. Very, very pretty in all honesty, and super, super detailed. I mean, look how cool that looks. So that's that. Down here we have our Hatsune Miku figure costumes, and then we have our Cafe Maid version. So there's the logo for this figure. This makes me think there might be a few more costume figures coming out for this series, so let's look forward to that, I guess. But that's basically the front. On the side we have our Miku looking off to the side, and it looks like a very old American diner kind of commercial. That is super, super cool. Very, very, very interesting side here. So we've got diner and hearts and signs and stuff, so it's nice. On the other side, we have the same thing from behind, and I guess it's an exact opposite. A bit like that Rem we saw in the past, like they're just kind of behind and front, so it's pretty cool. Same logos and everything. And then on the other side, which is probably the real front, we have our Hatsune Miku logo in the top corner, along with our Taito and Jaya Prize logos. So, yeah, that's basically it for the box. Down here at the bottom, we have all of our safety information. So again, we have our Japanese Hatsune Miku figure costumes made Cafe Maid version, the warning information, and again down here, art by Hami. So again, please do go check that out. Okay, I'll leave a link somewhere down here so you can go have a look. And then at the top, we just have the same logo we saw on the box. So let's not waste time. Let's get this open. Okay, so in with our knife. So yeah, I saw this in the shop and I thought, oh, maybe we could win this. I didn't want to win it. I probably would have lost a lot more money on it. So it cost about 1,200, 1,300 yen on Amazon. So that's pretty nice. So there's a lot of dust here. Sorry for that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so let's open her up. And we have some plastic. Wow, a lot of these figures have had plastic holders. And here we go. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow, that's really, really cool. You probably can't see as much detail as I can at the moment here, but trust me when I say this is really, really detailed. Okay, I've got some unpacking to do, so give me a sec. Okay, so here is our stand. And here is our stand. And this is a clear see-through plastic. Actually, you can see all the way through it, so that's pretty cool. It's a nice white color. We have this really cool turquoise Miku color pattern all the way around the outside. And we can also see there's a beverage over here. There is also a diner sign there, some stars. This is such a funky stand. This is so pretty. I'm loving this already. There's two holes here, which will probably go into the skates. So we'll check that out in a second. And then underneath there is a tiny, 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 tiny bit of text down there. It says art by Hami and Krypton Future Media Inc. I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up, but trust me, it does say that. So, yeah, cool stand. Let's put you down over here. And here is our figure. And wow, this is so pretty. I mean, just look at that. That is so cool. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about, it looks like. So let's kick off by taking a look at her face. So as we can see, Miku has these adorable eyes. There is a lot of detail going on inside there. Her nose sticks out a little bit too. And she has the cheekiest, happiest grin. I have not seen a Miku figure look this happy, ever. I mean, seriously, look at the smile there, that's so cute. She has beautiful, beautiful turquoise hair coming down on the sides here. She has a little bit in the middle, and this goes down not just into a frosted kind of turquoise colour, but actually a frosted pink colour, so that is super funky. She also has a little heart kind of clip here holding her hair to one side, so that's also a lovely, lovely addition. We can also see she's wearing this kind of like maid top. I have no idea what this is called. I don't think in the UK people generally wore these kinds of things in diners. Diners are more of an American thing, I suppose. So yeah, if you know what this is, please do let me know below. But this has got a lovely kind of ruffle pattern at the top and a nice layer with black and pink at the front. So yeah, it's pretty nice. But look at her hair. Look, this is so cool. God, no wonder you all wanted to look at this figure. So as we can see, Miku's had a haircut, which is a bit of a shame. Can't be helped. But we can see that her hair is nicely parted in the middle and it comes out into 2 twin tails. And just look at the detail that's gone into the fading here from the turquoise into this purpley pink colour. And just look, it's gone from solid to kind of clear. Absolutely beautiful. This is so pretty. Wow. Okay, sorry, I said wow way too many times there. Okay, so that's basically her head. Let's move down the body. So, as we can see, she's wearing a white collar with a turquoisey tie. This tie also has those clips on that you would see on most of Miku's outfits, so this is typically on her tie anyway. The collar itself isn't connected to anything, so it feels weird, but it doesn't look out of place, so I guess that's pretty cool. We can also see that she's wearing this really nice kind of turquoisey white maid or cafe maid outfit. We'll just say cafe clothes. I guess these are more kind of diner clothes seen in the States, so it's pretty cool. This breast part is separated from the rest of the figure, and it does look a little bit out of place, but not massively. It has a few ruffles at the top and a few folds here, and there are a few black kind of dots here, which are actually molded on, so they stick out a little bit there, just like her boobies do. Wow, I said boobies. Oh, what is wrong with me? But these stick out a little bit here, and these are pretty cool too. And then also her sleeves are attached to the dress itself, and these look a little bit puffy with a few folds and a little bit of a black outline there at the bottom. We can also see one arm is folded up like she is welcoming someone to the restaurant, and all of her nails have been painted on her fingers, which are individually molded. So yep, very, very pretty. That's already an ace in my books. And then over here she has her other arm kind of bent over, holding onto this silver tray. And again, that is super cool. I mean, just a wonderful addition like that is amazing. And you can even see like they've got this little texture going around the outside of the plate, so it's really, really impressive. So yeah, so far so good. Let's move down a little bit more. We can see she's wearing this apron on the front here. Maybe this is part of the maid kind of aspect that's supposed to be going on with this figure. It's a little bit shiny here at the top where it is connecting in along her waist, but perhaps that's actually because it's also connected to this bow at the back. And again, this bow is super, super pretty. Some very, very realistic folds. There's actually a few bits that stick out here at the end of the bow, like it's been tied. I'm having trouble Englishing today. But yeah, that's also very, very nice. And then the dress itself has this wonderful kind of ruffle, kind of foldy pattern going all the way around. So very, very pretty. And I especially love the colour of this. This turquoise colour is just super, super pretty, and it matches so nicely with her hair and every other part of this. So yeah, wonderful, wonderful. And then we can also see there is an underlayer to this dress. We haven't seen this in a figure in actually a little while. So it's nice to kind of see this is making a bit of a comeback. Instead of it being white, which is typical for a lot of these figures, we have it as a black colour. Oh, you saw some pants there. Oh no! I'll show you the pants after anyway. But this is actually a more kind of, I don't know, clearer plastic? You can, well no, not clear. I think it's more of acrylic. It's actually a bit shinier compared to the rest of the figure itself. It does bend a tiny bit if you move it, but you shouldn't really. But yeah, it's just very, very pretty. So that's her dress. Moving down to her legs, we can see like one is kicking up and one is straight. This is just a very common motif for a lot of these figures. But going down, this is the point I really want to look at. Look how detailed these skates and socks are. As we can see, her socks are folded up at the top with a nice kind of turquoise outline there. There are lots of little indents, so it actually looks like a real sock, a bit like my glove here where it has like a few indents. This is looking really, ugh, God, ugh. New gloves, I should probably get some new gloves. But also, that skate itself is just super, super pretty. Now, I would show you this one in a little bit more detail, but I'm probably going to give you a few pan shots from there. So let's actually look at this one. We can see that the laces themselves are actually individually molded from the boot itself, so that's really nice. There's a few dents where the boot would actually kind of be dented, so it looks super realistic. But one of the coolest parts here is that it has a really nice break at the front, very realistic. That is the same on this boot over here. It has these really cool blue wheels, again with a little bit coming out. These do not spin, which would have been cool if they did, but hey, this just looks wonderful anyway. Like the silver design here is also really cool too. I mean, it looks so realistic, so very, very impressive. I never understood the practicality of American diner kind of maids, or people, diner waitresses wearing skates. I mean, I never really got that, but yeah. Regardless, this just looks super, super cool. But we do need to get her into her stand, so give me 1 second. And here is the figure in her stand, and wow, this is a stunning figure. And this is probably one of the best Mikus we have opened up this year. This is just so pretty overall. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let me give you all a few pretty shots so you can judge for yourself. So, let's take a look. Okay, now I was going to put her on the shelf, but I just realized we didn't do any pants shots. Oh. So I guess we're going to do this while I'm holding the camera, so it might be a bit awkward. If you don't want to see that, I mean, you can probably close the video now. You see most of it, unless you're really looking forward to see where we put it on the shelf. But let's take a quick look at her pants. Here we go. So as we can see, these are just white. We can actually zoom in because we're actually holding onto the camera here. There is an outline there which looks like it's separately molded. On the reverse too, there is actually a fair bit of detail. There's a few creases into her backside, so yeah, very, very well thought out. But overall, yeah, pretty cool pants. But there you go. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, I always hate doing that. It feels so creepy. But I know a lot of you are here because you want to see that. But let's get her on the shelf. Here we go. We are running out of space. We do have a new shelf coming in a few days. So she's going to come down here next to our Sleepy Rem. Oh, hello, Sleepy Rem. So there you go. And she's so out of place. I promise she will be in place later with all the other Rems, which are kind of over here right now. And up there. Sorry, Rems? Mikus. God, I'm tired. But what a pretty figure. I am not joking. This is easily one of my favorite figures this year. But thank you all for tuning in. If you did like today's video, please do give us a like. Please do subscribe because we have a ton of figures coming. All right. Love you all and bye.